What's up, everybody? The Doctor's in. Michael Parati joining you from Atlanta. Final round 2019. Forgot it for a second there. But I am being joined right now by NRG's Supernoon. How you doing today, man?
Good. Yeah.
All right, so we don't have much Dragon Ball today. We just have the team pools, but the action starts tomorrow. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's the first tournament of the season, so I'm hoping to prove a lot with it.
Yeah, I mean, you just got third at Sencal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So now we're in the first real event, hoping to maybe, glean some information as the pack opens up. Do you have any big names in your pool this year? I know they're pretty stacked.
Not as far as well-known top players, but I do have a couple good players. But one name that stands out is Random Fiend. So he's a pretty strong player from New York. So
Yeah, he's been. I've been watching the House of Chaos a lot with him, and he's been doing a lot of good work there. You might want to watch out.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not someone to sleep on anyone, so I definitely have prepared for him. So I hope to, show what I've practiced.
Okay, that's good. And so now we are pretty far removed from the latest balancing patch. So the meta seems to be dropping a little bit, but there were two new characters, Videl and Jiren. How do you feel they shook up the game?
I feel like right now Videl's making more of an impact, although not many players are playing her. But I do feel like out of the two DLC characters, she's the stronger one. Yeah, because I was playing some games with Sonic Fox, and even just watching him play this new version of the game, he's very strong. He shows that character's strengths really well. So I feel like after more people see that character played at a higher level, more people will begin to understand.
Yeah, I actually watched him recently use the dodge, which everybody was kind of trashing on online, to dodge Ghost Oki setup, which I thought was a really interesting way to use that mechanic.
Yeah, it's not like a traditional reflect of the game, right? So you got to use it in different ways, and she also has the counter super too. So she can also use that as a pseudo reflect, right?
Do you feel bad the first time that counter comes out and you just get danced on?
Yeah, see, the thing about that counter is if you Z change out of it, it does so much damage. Yeah, so it's a really big starter. So yeah. So if you just do 2 level 1s or 3 level 1s, it's so much damage. So I haven't played anyone that lets it rock, but every time I've gone hit by, I just die.
Well, yeah, because there's no scaling really. Yeah, because it's just straight level 1. Now, speaking of new characters, there was a bit of a leak that quote unquote confirmed, which is Goku GT mini body. Yeah. So it's not Kid Goku, but it's Mini Goku.
Yeah. It's just another Goku. I'm not really excited, but I like new content for the game, so I'm not one to shy away from new I always try the new DLC characters. Yeah. I'll try him out, and if he's fun, maybe I'll play him. I always keep an open mind. So hopefully he's cool, and I'm always looking for new and exciting ways to shake up the game. So hopefully he adds something very cool and a different flavor to the game.
Okay, so new and fun, exciting ways to play the game. Say GT Goku is locked. That still gives us 3 open slots for characters this season pass. What would be the most fun and interesting character you think they could add?
I think I was thinking about this a while ago, and someone else asked me the same question, casual setting. Probably Hercule. It's a very wacky pick, right? But the thing is, if you think about how Hercule fights, it kind of would remind you of Faust from Guilty Gear, because he could throw capsules, right? And he'd be an item character. So that would. Why? See, you could put Bulma, right? But I feel like she'd be in a robot suit or something,
Yeah, there was that Reddit whatever where they were just put Bulma in a mech. She can fly around, use guns and capsules and whatever. People saying launch and all these other things. But Hercule, do you think he'd use a capsule or?
Yeah, doesn't he use capsules in the show?
I mean, my memory's faulty, but I just remember him playing in the ring matches and just
He had a gun.
I mean, everybody has a gun, right?
Yeah. Hercule had a gun, so that might be hype. That might be hype. Just have a dude pull out a gun in Dragon Ball. That might be hype. His Ki Blast is a gun. That might be hype.
Yeah, but then we have that whole super thing where only Krillin can get hurt by a gun because he's a little girl.
See, that would be the meme about it though. Is you just shoot Goku, right? That's the meme. So it'd be pretty strong, I think, in the game. It'd be funny.
All right. So after this, I'm actually not sure what the next big event is.
NCR.
And oh, that's right. That's next weekend. Yeah.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from
I'm all over the place, I guess. Do you think we're gonna get any big Dragon Ball news either this weekend, NorCal, somewhere in between?
I would assume so. Sooner or later. I don't know if it's safe to assume between now and NCR, but maybe sometime after NCR because they just released like news for Tekken World Tour, right? Yeah. So I would assume that like they have stuff prepared and are like kind of getting ready to announce stuff for Dragon Ball World Tour as well. So I feel like it's a safe assumption, like I don't know, maybe within the next month or two that like they'll announce something.
So if it is another tour, what changes would you like to see from last year? Because last year was kind of interesting where, you know, Kazunoko taking 4 Dragon Balls home. Some people weren't happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who got second at a saga, I think there should be more qualifying spots added. It shouldn't just be 8 players, in my opinion. So, like, I mean, at least like 16 players, right? Ideally, for me, I would think 32 players would be ideal, right? And still have like qualifying tournaments, but also throw in like a point structure, like yeah, so sort of like mirror CPT in a way, and then have right those larger events that you can like auto qualify because they still want to do like that Dragon Ball thing, right? So you can have like I guess 8 people auto qualify, and then like however many spots you have like qualify off of points too, or like have qualifying tournaments as well. So that way, like I feel like the benefit of that is like you have more events on the tour, and then there's like way more diversity in a world tour, right? Because I felt like the problem with last year's tour it was very rushed, and if you weren't like a pro player, you weren't really making it out to.
Especially since it was global, right?
Yeah,
like you know, Sonic had to go overseas, or no, he went to Mexico, right? Or
to the
UK to get his ball, and you know, as one of the strongest US players, you know, that's a unique opportunity. I feel.
Yeah, like the average player isn't gonna like be able to like, see like the date a month before and be like, oh hey, I can do that, you know? Yeah. So like I mean, I guess with the first tour date last year being CEO, they announced it like 2 weeks before or something like that. Yeah. I mean, if you were a serious competitor, you were already going to CEO. So like for us, we're like, oh, okay, well now we're playing for something even bigger, right? Yeah. So like, so now it's like a safe assumption to assume like the really big tournaments are gonna have something on the line, right? So yeah, so there's that. So I would want more tournaments. Yeah, so that way like it's more of like a circuit rather than there's only these 8 tournaments and then like you have the potential to be you have like the potential to get like smoked and like blocked from qualifying, right? So I mean like I guess like just have more ways to qualify too. And then like LCQ, I wouldn't want a repeat of what happened like this past year. It's just logistically it was really rough. It was really bad for the players. And then the only real thing that really ticked a lot of us off is after like each LCQ, it wasn't reseeded. So you played the exact same road every time, right? So I get the big meme that came out of that was Aqua and Apology Man played 4 times, right? And like Aqua beat him 3 times. Doesn't matter how many times you own 2 on the Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So it's just like, why did we have to do that? Like that makes 0 sense as a competitor to play in a tournament.
Yeah, the same step every time.
Yeah, it literally that's pointless. So, I would say just have like a normal traditional LCQ tournament, for like 1 spot, or just have like multiple tournaments but double elim. Yeah. You know. So, yeah.
All right. So final questions. Anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out to my sponsor, NRG. Shout outs to my SoCal dudes. You guys know who you are. Shout outs to my like best friends I always travel with, like the Kill Sage, Sonic Fox, Hook Gang God, Sage Am Ringe, Beyond Toxin, all the boys. You already know. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, man, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.